I know you all have read the most recent issue of Building Profits magazine, as you always do from cover to cover. And you remember the little nugget of information in there about what I would do if I had more free time. David Whiteman, photography. Very good, David. Thank you. I would develop my photography skills. I feel French photographer Marc Ribot summed up my feelings for photography perfectly when he said, "Taking pictures is savoring life intensely, every hundredth of a second." I've been a shutterbug for as long as I can remember, and in fact, I still have my first camera, the Polaroid land camera. I'm sure some of you can relate. An incredibly simple camera in its day, and great for me, with the patience I have, because you didn't have to send your film away and wait days for it to be developed and the pictures to be sent back. One setting, well, two if you count the flash that you have to attach. Very basic, but it worked. And yes, it still does. In the 5th and 6th grades at Manor Elementary School, I was a member of the photography club. We would go around the school in the thriving metropolis of Manor, Pennsylvania, a mere 30 minutes from the home of the Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins, by the way. For those of you keeping score, that's the second time you've heard that this morning. We would go around the metropolis of Manor, Pennsylvania, exploring our creative side through photography. In fact, I still have a few pictures from those days. Let's set the time circuits for 1981. I mean, really, with creativity and vision like that, how did I not become the next Ansel Adams? I know Bob Davis, Tony Casario, and Tom DeClaire are happy to know that they made it into this presentation. Primitive skills and low-quality pictures at best. But over time, through investment in better equipment, currently with this Nikon, and lots and lots and lots of practice, the end results improve. Unlike the Polaroid, between the auto and manual settings on this camera, interchangeable lenses and flashes, this camera has literally hundreds of settings, the vast majority of which I have no idea how to use yet. But I love to keep learning and trying. Between soccer and band events, I'm likely to take more pictures in one weekend than I took in a year with the Polaroid. Much like the investment in time and equipment have significantly increased the quality and the end result of my photography, CFMA members have made vast investments in their time and technology to improve their personal and professional lives and their companies. Many of you, myself included, remember green bar paper, dot matrix printers, and dumb terminals. We've seen vast improvements and made significant investments to where we are today with fully integrated enterprise-wide systems where data can even be entered hundreds of miles away by personnel in the field using their cell phones. Drones, building information modeling, new federal overtime laws, phablets, augmented reality, revenue recognition, the cloud, succession planning, lease accounting, contract language and contractual risk transfer, many different types of software, and sustainability. What will the future look like for our industry, and how will it impact construction financial managers? As a CFMA member, there are other members who can help prepare you for the future. Many of them are here in the exhibit hall downstairs. Please visit the hall and spend time with them and learn how they can help you. Last October, I had the extreme pleasure of attending both sessions of Spring Creek, along with 60 of our exceptional chapter leaders from across the United States and Canada. Thanks to our partners, sponsors, and the financial stewardship of the CFMA staff in Princeton, Spring Creek was free to all attendees, along with the travel stipend, 60 attendees, folks. That was a sellout for the first time in CFMA history, doubling the 2014 numbers in both attendees and chapters. In this year's budget, Spring Creek will again be free to the first 60 chapter leaders who sign up and will again include a travel stipend. We're looking forward to there being 2 more sellout sessions this year. And at the moment, we already have 38 chapter leaders signed up, so make sure one leader from your chapter commits soon. At Spring Creek, I had the first opportunity to present the theme for this year, Building It Forward. Building It Forward is centered on using the knowledge and skills you gain from attending CFMA conferences, webinars, and other events, and the connections you gain from being a member of this vibrant association to improve our companies, our personal lives, and the industry. I challenged the attendees to find at least one thing during the 3-day leadership retreat they could take back to their personal and their professional lives to build them forward. Too often we attend a conference or a webinar and learn something or even many useful things, but when we get back to our desk, we continue with our habits and nothing changes. It's been said that the best way to follow through on a commitment is to write it down and share it with someone who will hold you accountable. I challenge the Creekers to commit to, as Curly would say, that one thing by committing to it in writing to me. Many of them took me up on that challenge, and it has been a great experience keeping up with them and hearing how they're keeping up with their personal challenge. Now, I'd like to issue a similar challenge to all of you. If you're here now, if you're watching on the interweb, if you attend a regional conference or a webinar throughout the year, I challenge you to find at least one thing you can use to build it forward in your personal or professional life and commit to implementing it by putting it in writing and sharing it with your boss, a family member, or someone else who will hold you accountable. With 3 general sessions, 8 mini conferences, 48 breakout sessions, 6 non-peer groups, and an exhibit hall with 88 exhibitors, there are plenty of opportunities right here for you to find that one thing. If we were in Vegas, I'd bet the house that you'll be able to find far more than one. There are also regional conferences, other industry conferences, webinars, articles from Building Profits, and even the Connection Cafe that will help you build it forward. If you see me later at this conference or another CFMA event, I would love to hear from you how you've committed to build it forward. If you'd like to send me an email or a Facebook or a LinkedIn message, I would love to hear from you that way as well. If you're on the Twitter, please tweet me your Build It Forward initiatives. And if you tweet at me, you'll have the added bonus of helping me in one of the ways I'm trying to build it forward this year by figuring out how to use Twitter. Please don't just learn something in a session or discuss a product or service with a vendor and go back to your same routine. Commit to do something with your newfound knowledge when you get back to your desk or home. We owe it to the people in our lives who support us to keep building it forward. And speaking of support, I owe a great deal of thanks to the 3 beautiful people down front who support me every day, Dana, Alyssa, and Matthew. I wouldn't be here right now, and I couldn't do this without your support. I love you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will forever be grateful for the honor you all have given me, and I am truly humbled to serve as your chairman for the 2016-2017 year. And I look forward to building it forward with you. An unknown source is credited with saying, life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important and capture the good times. Develop from the negatives, and if things don't work out, just take another shot. Thank you very much.